What's good? What's good, family? This is Lee for Lee Fitness, Spirituality, Tarot, and Astrology. If you're watching this video on Facebook or Instagram, you can catch the complete video on YouTube right now, okay? So, guys, what's good? What's good? We're going to talk about 2020 and what's going on right now, and we're going to talk about the year of 2020 because a lot of people are really, disgusted with the year 2020, and in the beginning part of 2020, I was too. But as an astrologer, and I look at transits every day, I started realizing what 2020 was, okay? And this is the year of karma, okay? This is the year of karma, guys. This is why we're having these difficulties, okay? There's certain energies that are very controlling, all right? The planet Saturn, which rules Capricorn, and its ancient ruler of Aquarius. Capricorn is a very controlling energy, okay? It rules restrictions, okay? Think about that. It rules restrictions. It rules karma. It rules your past, okay? It rules debt. These are the type of things that's been happening to everybody all year. Whatever the last 27 years you've done, or I think it's 28 years or 27 years you've done, what you've done, all of that is being evaluated this whole year. Every planet is in Capricorn. Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto. All of them are in Capricorn all year long. And that's what has been going on, whether you believe that or not. But I just told you what those planets represented, and you see how rough this year has been, okay? Capricorn also rules depression, illness, okay? And then when you got Pisces and Neptune, Pisces rules infectious diseases. And that's been there for a long time. When the coronavirus started, it started at the Virgo new moon. And Virgo rules health and hygiene. Wash your hands. Use the sanitizer. This all can be proven. Look back when they started the coronavirus. It was right at the Virgo new moon. And it's still going on right now. But yes, guys, we are all facing karma. Karma, K-A-R-M-A. And what people don't realize is karma is not a bad thing. All karma means is a lesson, man. That's it. But some lessons are hard. So, for instance, this week has been a very difficult week for a lot of people. Let me just say this. If you are any cardinal sign in your chart, guys, remember, when I talk about the signs, I'm never talking about one sign. If you have these energies in your chart, that's why this is imperative that you get the birth natal chart. Whether you believe it or not, you better wise up. If you have the cardinal signs, Libra, Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, okay? Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Sagittarius, in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. Listen, if things are going on in your life that are not above board, there's going to be hardships there. Your marriage, your job, your relationship with your mother, whatever. Some of y'all are going through these dramas right now, and you don't even understand why or how can I get out of this, because when you don't understand the energies that's going on inside of you, they would make you go haywire. There's some of y'all right now having self-esteem issues. You're thinking about, you're depressed. You're not feeling good about yourself because of the situations you're in. These are energies that you have in you that you don't understand. If you're a Sagittarius with Pisces moon, when you become emotional, you can become highly depressed because you don't understand emotions as a Sagittarius. You'll start crying for no reason and don't understand why. And vice versa. If you're a Cancer person with Gemini or Sagittarius or Aries, You don't know your energies. You'll start crying for no reason. And these energies are very powerful right now. There's a lot of people this week, and this week coming up, Thanksgiving week, it's going to be the same thing. We have the Gemini new moon coming up, November 30th. Gemini rules the way that you think, your mind, communication. Sagittarius, the sun just went into Sagittarius. Sagittarius is about blunt, upfront. Sagittarius can be about exaggerating, guys, so look out for lies this month. All of that. It's going to be clarity. And 2020 is about clearing karma, getting down to the bottom of old baggage, because we're about to go into new times, the age of Aquarius. And you do not want to take old times into new times, because it's going to be very difficult for you in 2021. If you think 2020 was hard for you, go into 2021 in these same deadbeat jobs, deadbeat relationships, deadbeat friends. You think what happened to you this year was bad? Next year is even going to be worse, because it's just going to be showing that you haven't learned your lesson. You're still trying to make something work that you need to move on from. And that's the problem. We don't want to move on. We have to evolve as people. We cannot stay the same person forever. And that's what astrology has taught me. If you stay the same person forever, you will become unhealthy. You will become obese. And that's what happens in America. We just stay the same person forever, and the next thing you know, we're dead at 50, 45, 60, like we're dying now, because we don't evolve to nothing. And we have to understand this. We're made to evolve forward. We're always going backwards. We're going back to the family reunion, back to the old neighborhoods. See what we can do. You hear nobody ever talking about going forward. Everyone always talking about, remember back in the day, all of that. Listen, life was meant to go forward. The people who get that, you're going to manifest. The people who don't get that are not going to manifest. And the people who are trying to manifest, you can't be around those people. And I know that sounds harsh, but that's how it works. I didn't make the rules. I'm just a messenger. The energy you have to have, like energy and like mind, to manifest. You can't be around people who are not of like mind to manifest nothing. You can't. Because the energies will always clash. The person will not support you. You will always argue, going back and forth. And that's what happens in all of this shit. Marriages, relationships. We try to make things work that are not compatible. And that's what's showing up in 2020. All the incompatibility, all of the lies, all of the things you should have handled or said before you didn't say. And now it's pressure on you to say these things. If anybody having these problems, hit me up, because you can't say you're not having them. Because let me tell y'all something. It is Sunday the 22nd, I think. 21st or the 22nd. I forgot what the date is. Saturday, the 20th, the 18th, 19th, and 20th of November was one of the most intense days. People were just everything was going on with relationships, and people having disagreements and whatever. And this is what's happening. It is a cleansing of energy. And like I said, you guys need to let go of the past. A lot of you guys are in relationships because of sexual and material pleasures. There's actually no relationship going on anymore. You're comfortable where you at. You know the person, but there's no interaction going on. The relationship has been dead for years. You're comfortable sexually. You're comfortable. And when I say comfortable sexually, that don't even mean that you're satisfied. That means you're just comfortable with the person. So don't get me wrong. I'm covering all bases. Some of y'all are sacrificing your sexual comfort because you live good. You're not happy. You can't hide that anymore. You can't. It's going to come out. And the people who try to suppress it are going to be the ones that go into depressions. Self-esteem issues, because you keep trying to hide an impossible void. You can't. You can't. When you're unhappy and you're ready to go, you can't hide that. But for so long, it's going to turn into a mental health issue, or it's going to turn into a physical issue with you. That's why a lot of women are getting breast cancer. That's why a lot of women are getting eating disorders, because they're staying in things that do not work. They're allowing their pride to stop them from what's doing right, because they're worried about what other people think, what my mother thinks, what my son thinks. And it's not about them. It's always about you. Period. It's always about you. Period. And only the strong are going to understand that message. It has to be you and then everybody else. It can't be everybody else and then you. It can't do that. And that's what a lot of people, especially with Pisces in their chart too. Pisces. If you have Pisces in your chart, you're going through boundary issues. I don't care if you got a sun, moon, rising, Venus. You got to claim your power back. And that starts with your kids. And y'all know who I'm talking about, y'all Pisces. Your kids are your downfall. Okay? So we have to understand that. We have problems that we need to deal with, that we don't want to deal with, because we're like, oh, that's my family. I love them. Listen, dysfunction is dysfunction. And it doesn't matter if you're family, your friend, or whatever. If there's dysfunctional energy around you, you're going to dysfunction. You're going to be stuck.